Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Today we will present about the computer trending in market. Firstly, we want to thanks to the Encik Zalim bin Abdul Rahman as our lecturer in computer architecture and organization. And I will introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Zuhilmi bin Azila with the ID 14DTK23F 2006, and our group member is Zerikman Daniel bin Ismail with ID 14DTK23F 2011. And Razlan Ikmal Rasidi with the ID 14DTK 23F1034. This is the table of content that we conclude from the interview session. First, the introduction. Second, what is the popular brand in the market. Third, about the high performance. Fourth, about the RAM and the size of RAM. And 5, why is the effects of the computer in the market. So from the interview session, we conclude inside this table of contents. So we will move to the introduction about the computer. Firstly, we need to know what is computer. Computer is a device which have many functionality and capability to do works more than human being. So we need to know the computer also restore, retrieve, and sending data to other persons within the internet or offline. So frequently, computer is used to typing a document, sending an email, watching a video or entertainment, and also playing a games. With the requirement of the computer, we need to know there's a lot of specification in the market that is selling today. So we need to have a knowledge to buy with a capability and the task that we want to do.
5 brand laptop in market. When choosing a laptop, there are several well-known brands that offer high-quality product with unique advantage. There are Acer, Dell, Lenovo, HP, and Apple. Comparison of brand with advantage when buying laptop. For brand Acer, their price of laptop is more lower than other brand, but with same certification. For Dell, most of them are made from aluminium and carbon fiber slate. For HP, they have good service market such as 24-hour support and site support with repair. For Lenovo, they are good in gaming and performance laptop with better experience and long-lasting battery performance. For Apple, they are designed to handle the editing video and picture and display make a full video of high definition environment. Thank you.
Let me move. Why laptop is better than desktop? There are 4 reasons that we found why this laptop is better than the desktop. First, portability and convenience. Second is a built-in wireless and battery, which means building an external device. Third is the ready to use all-in-one, which means there is a lot of such as mouse, keyboards, and also the screen is compact, built-in the laptop. And the fourth is energy efficiency. Laptop is better than desktop. For the first point is the portability and convenience. As we know, laptop is very portable and also convenience because of the weight is very light and also easy to carry anywhere. So for the desktop, it cannot be carried because of a 3 basic that we need to bring along, such as mouse, keyboard, and also cabling. So we already determined that the light of the laptop is around, the standard light of the laptop is around 1.2 kg until a 2.3 kg, and the full gaming laptop is around 2.3 kg and a 3.6 kg. But the desktop much more weight because the starting of the weight is a 4.25 kg for the desktop only, not including monitor and also mouse, and until it can reach to a 13.75 kg. So we already differentiate with the 3 characteristics: the weight, allocated, and the space they need to to include in the portability and convenience. Also easy to set up for the laptop and hard to set up for the desktop. So firstly, the weight as I mentioned before is 1.2 until 2.3 kg for the standard laptop, and the desktop is 4.25 kg until 13.75 kg. So for the allocate and the space, it is easy to use laptop because we just need a small space rather than use this desktop that needs a large space and bring lots with the three external device like monitor, screen, and also the mouse. The portability easy to maintain and set up. For the desktop is hard to maintain and set up. Is built-in wireless and battery. As we already know, when we buy a laptop, we already have a wireless card inside the motherboards. So we don't need to buy again to receive an internet. But for the desktop, it's a different situation where the motherboard is separately selling with the wireless card. So user need to buy a wireless card before it can use to connect to his internet, and it is hard to connect the wireless card to the motherboard because they need a knowledge that they need to gain before they can connect the wireless card to the motherboard. So for the laptop, the second one is a battery. So by building a battery, they no need to use a socket, plug socket, and it can use in everywhere and anywhere they like. So it can present to the client, it can doing work at a cafe and others. So the advantage of the laptop is user can use the laptop while outstage in emergency situation, which means when they having a short period of time, they can do a work without any problem with the power supply. Second is the user can carry the laptop everywhere and easy for the laptop because they don't need a power supply because the power supply come from the battery. And third is user can save the data if the power supply immediately break down. Third, why is laptop is better than desktop? It's a ready to use and all in one. As I mentioned before, laptop already built with the monitor, with the touchpad for the mouse, and the keyboard. So they no need to bring along with the three items that already built in. Other than that, it also built in with the webcam and also microphone. This is very important because by building the webcam and the microphone inside the laptop, it can use to presentation or making a video call with others like Zooming and also Google Meet. Another point, fourth point, laptop is better than desktop is energy efficiency. Energy efficiency is one of the factors that we need to consider because energy came from the power supply that we need to pay for the electricity to cover with for the laptop or the desktop. So as we can see, the power consumption of the laptop is around 30 watts until 70 watts, and the desktop is around 60 watts until 1000 watts. This is a comparison of two laptop and also desktop in the Dell company. So as we can see, the Dell Inspire 14 laptop and the Dell 27 all-in-one desktop having a similar technical specification. So as we see, it only requires 65, as I circle, 65 watt for the AC adapter, and the desktop is around 90 watt until 120 watt if you're using of the software, the hard software, so they require more power consumption. So this is why the energy is efficiency and much more better when using a laptop.
And now let's talk about computer processor. You may be wondering, what are the best processors for general purpose and gaming that are available in the market right now? Well, the first one is Intel Core Ultra processor 285H. These processors are optimized to deliver high performance for enthusiastic gamers and serious content creators. And the second one is AMD Ryzen AI Max Pro 395. This processor integrates advanced AI processing capabilities, making it suitable for demanding applications and gaming scenarios. And this is the question that people always wonder. How does processor affect computer performance? Well, these are four things that can be affected by a processor, which are clock speed, cache memory, number of cores and threads, and bus speed and connectivity. And now, let me elaborate more about the things that can be affected by a processor. The first one is clock speed. Clock speed is the rate at which a computer's central processing unit, also called as CPU, executes instruction. It's also known as CPU speed or processor speed. Clock speed is measured in hertz or gigahertz. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. A higher clock means that the CPU can process instruction faster. And as you can see, the Intel Core Ultra processor have 5.5 GHz of clock speed, and the AMD Ryzen AI Max Pro 395 have 5.1 GHz of clock speed. And now we move on to the second thing that can be affected, which is cache memory. Cache memory is an indispensable component of modern computer systems, acting as a high-speed buffer between the CPU and the main memory. Its ability to store frequently accessed data and instructions enhance the system performance by reducing data retrieval time and relieving the workload on CPU. And as you can see, the Intel Core Ultra processor have 36 MB of L3 cache memory, and the AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus Pro 395 has 64 MB of L3 cache memory. And now we move on to the third thing that can be affected, which is number of cores and threads. Number of cores and threads refers to the physical processing units, which is core within the CPU, and the virtual processing units, which is threads, created through a technology like hyperthreading, allowing each core to handle multiple tasks simultaneously. The number of CPU cores and threads can vary greatly depending on the processor. And as you can see, the Intel Core Ultra processor 285H have 24 cores and 24 threads. And for the AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus Pro 395 have a total of 16 cores and 32 threads. And now we move on to the fourth and last thing that can be affected by a processor, which is bus speed and connectivity. Bus speed refers to the rate at which data is transferred between different components of a computer system, like the CPU and RAM, while connectivity describes the ability of devices to connect and communicate with each other via a bus, essentially determining how many devices can be linked and how much data can be transferred simultaneously.
Random access memory or RAM. In today's technology, RAM and disk drive capacity play a crucial role in determining a computer performance. Size of RAM gives a speed up of computer to run up a program and task. In market, size of RAM today are from 4 GB until 32 GB. Every laptop has different slot of RAM. For example, laptop on 1990 have only one slot, but today is upgraded into two slots of RAM. Hard drive. Hard drive have two generations, which is hard disk drive (HDD) and solid state drive (SSD). HDD is an old generation of hard drive built in 1956, and size of commercial market are from 256 GB to 8 TB. For SSD is built on 1991, and their capacity offered in commercial market are from 500 GB to 8 TB. The latest SSD today is M2 SATA SSD were smaller, thin, and like better than normal SSD.
Conclusion that we can make from the interview session, we can conclude that the performance of the laptop is equally or much more better than the desktop because of a few reasons. First, the CPU processor. Second, the GPU processor, clock rate, benchmark specification also is much more way good from the desktop. So the benefit of the portability also if an advantage, the main advantage that user want to buy the laptop better than desktop. There is a conclusion that we made from it.